Hi everyone, the team at Yoga Moves have asked me to spend a few moments talking about the upcoming iRest Yoga Nidra teacher training that's happening at Yoga Moves in March. I love this training. I've been teaching these trainings around Europe for the last few years. There's something very powerful about the practice of Yoga Nidra. Most people in the yoga world are familiar with and used to using technique to, we might say, change or even transform their experience. We're used to maybe manipulating the body, changing the patterns in the breath to create a better state of well-being. Yoga Nidra has a very different, in fact entirely different approach, in that it's very much about lying down and finding what's here, rather than trying to create some change. So really what we're learning through this training is the relationship between your conscious thinking mind and what lies beneath it, the subconscious into the unconscious aspects of ourselves. And you probably know for yourself that your unconscious runs quite a lot of the show. It's the part of you that stops you breaking into new territory, forming new habits, new patterns. And there's something very powerful then about getting in touch with what's there in the unconscious. The way we start with Yoga Nidra is we fall into an inquiry, if you like, around setting our intentions, getting to know, getting into the feeling of what we really truly want, and how we develop a relationship with the unconscious, which isn't about imposing a conscious thinking idea into the unconscious, but more getting in touch with what's actually deep underneath, and falling into a harmony with that, falling into an understanding of it. And then as the training progresses, we start to work with welcoming the body and its sensations, and then ultimately welcoming the emotions and the mind. So we might say, broadly speaking, what we're learning to do is really fall in love with the entire aspect of ourselves as a human being, and coming at things from a very different approach of not trying to change or fix, but actually welcome and be with who we are, to understand it. And through that welcoming and understanding and intimacy with ourselves comes great transformation, great change. Ultimately, and the last part of the course's focus is about discovering yourself as consciousness, to know the stillness that exists behind all of those thoughts, beliefs, emotions, feelings, behind everything that you believe yourself to be. And there's a great structure and a depth to the experience of finding and falling into that consciousness through the training. We start to explore the neuroscience of meditation and look at what's happening to structures in the brain as we start to fall into consciousness, and then take you through what we call a continuum of awareness into very deep meditative states. So I really hope that you've got the time, the resources to come and join us this upcoming March for the iRest training. I know it's going to be a good one. Thanks.